everyone, and welcome back to Geek Nerd Dork. I am once again Lynn to guide us on this journey, and with me I have Eric,
Hello.
and down there on the end again, Trey.
Hi there.
Right. Well, today exciting things have happened because I like Star Wars
What
a
happened?
lot.
Yes, you do.
Skeleton Crew started.
Mhm.
And I was super, super excited about this one. It's just fun Star Wars again. I feel like the last couple Disney Plus series haven't been
Ugh.
fun.
No. The Acolyte had a cool bad guy, I thought. Like,
Yeah.
he was fun, but otherwise, no.
No, it
Not
wasn't
really.
not fun like I feel like this fun felt like it should be like Star Wars fun should be. I mean,
Mhm.
Acolyte was cool. It had moments.
Yeah, moments. Yeah.
Ahsoka, I enjoyed Ahsoka. It didn't feel fun though.
No.
Yeah, it felt more serious.
Yeah, I was like, hey, let's take all the stuff from Rebels and then like make it not fun.
Well, I
Um,
mean, it had moments too. It had some fun stuff into.
yeah.
I mean, but this was fun.
Hmm?
It was just fun. Trey, did you think it was fun?
I will say I was.
You're gonna be Debbie Downer, aren't you?
No. It just definitely felt like it was catered to a very specific audience, in the sense of like those that kind of maybe grew up in the '80s or kind of, I don't know. There's just
Yes.
No, that's not to say it was bad. It just definitely felt like there's a specific audience that it was kind of targeting.
Well, like I said before, when I originally heard about it was basically Star Wars meets Goonies. This definitely had a Goonies feel to me,
Mhm.
and I really like Goonies. That whole how is it they've been saying on the back behind the scenes stuff, the Abilene feel, the ET Goonies,
Oh,
that
Amblin.
kind of Amblin, that's the word.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Steven Spielberg's company. Yeah.
Yes. Which one of the other shows I listened to, they were talking about the Amblin feel, and just to make you realize Schindler's List was also Amblin.
This is true.
No, not the Schindler's
Kind of a-
List, but Goonies. It was fun and I enjoyed it. So I don't know how we want to do this for sure. I've got some notes written down.
Do we want to
just-
rate them? Like say how we felt about it, or overall, and then go into details, or
okay, well, just here we'll do broad. Your overall feel of the two episodes. Then I've got written down. Basically, I've got notes for episode 1 and notes for episode 2. We can sort of go back and forth, hit things if I want. Yeah, whatever you want to bring up. Overall, though, like I've said, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Both episodes, yes, I really did. I had fun watching this.
For me, I was overall pleasantly surprised because I actually didn't like the feel of the trailer. I actually thought like having the music and all that sort of stuff, it kind of made it less Star Wars. But then when the actual episodes happened, I was like, oh, they're not doing that. They
was
got
just
that
for the
feel.
trailer.
Yeah, they got that feel, but it's more of the music was actually like fantastic. It was all orchestral and super great.
Star Wars music.
Yeah, overall, when we get to the story, I'll talk more about the story. Like a little less like it was good, but not great. But the overall adventure feel was pretty good. Overall, give it like a B plus, something like that, like A minus, B plus, somewhere around there. So it's good.
What are your overall thoughts, Trey?
I'll be honest. First episode was kind of losing me. I was like, it just was as hard with the pilot episode as it kind of has to set everything up.
There was a lot of setup.
It took a while to get there. Yeah.
Yeah. but I was sold by the second episode.
Oh,
Like,
that second
normally,
episode.
I am
I-
like a scum and like underworld person, so I was like, okay, yeah, this could be pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, the pirates and stuff. Yeah, that's you're into that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, okay, we have our 4 main characters, the kids. Wim. I like Wim. He pushes buttons. Shouldn't push the buttons. Neil.
Everybody likes Neil.
Everybody loves Neil. Neil is by far of all the characters we have seen so far, Neil is by far my favorite character. I love Neil. If anything ever happens to Neil, we mutiny. And then there's Fern. That's the older. I don't know if they're all the same age, but I mean, I think of her as the older girl.
Mhm.
Sorry. And KB with her visor.
Mhm.
And I remember when I first saw the trailers, I thought, okay. I like that her visor flips up and down. I thought, man, if that's her thing all the time, it was going to bother me. But yeah, those are our 4 main characters. But yeah,
She was not Geordie.
no, she's not Geordie. But I mean, these kids are great. I mean, their characters are great. I mean, the actors are pretty good too. For kid actors. Yeah, I know, no complaints. But man, Neil by far, he's the man. Love Neil.
Yeah, I'm hearing conflicting things about what it is. 'Cause
Neil?
I thought I saw behind the scenes stuff showing just him wearing a bunch of like dots and masks and stuff, and it wasn't actually a mask.
Oh, an actual prosthetic mask.
Yeah, but then I've seen other people say no, it was partially prosthetics and partially CG. I'm like,
Well, they probably can't do like prosthetics all the time because he's a kid.
Yeah,
He's a child actor.
Yeah,
that whole thing there.
Yeah, and there were only a couple shots where you could tell it was CG, like where he did some quick, weird flip of his head or something. And like, oh yeah, you could kind of see like underneath looked, not real, but otherwise it looked like a real mask. So
it looked all good to me. Everything looked good to me. I have but maybe it's my Star Wars goggles and I only see the good.
You do have Star Wars.
I have Star Wars goggles. Yeah, Neil by far is my favorite one. I do like Wim and his button pushing. He pushes the button. The button's there. He's got to push the button. But yeah,
he's almost like, if you think about it, he's probably like, that's how I would picture Han Solo as a kid. Like he just went around like doing stuff, like just jumping around and pushing buttons and doing whatever.
Impulse issues.
Yes.
Yes, impulse issues. But yes. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so the first episode was called "This Could Be a Real Adventure." That was the name of the episode. And we open with the pirates attacking that ship.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome too. The tubes going across to board the ship, and
I was a little surprised because I know like this is supposed to be like I don't know what specific age, but I mean
this is like the same time frame as Mandalorian.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're talking the age group though, right?
Well,
like,
that too. I mean, I was also wondering like where it takes place, but like for like viewership.
Oh, okay.
It was definitely. I mean, it wasn't like PG-13, but I mean, there was like death immediately of people just like getting crushed, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's I was expecting it to be less, which isn't a bad thing. I mean,
no,
I was all for it, but
I'd call this your standard Star Wars level of violence. I mean, it's no worse than Jabba's sail barge.
Yeah,
I would think. So
those were slashes and falling into the pits and stuff like that. This was, I mean, there was no blood or anything, but this was more like.
And also, I think
into vacuum of space.
Mm-hmm. Also, more, you got to think Clone Wars, the cartoon, there were episodes in there that were pretty, this is a kid's show.
Yeah.
And wow, they're doing that. So yeah, it was. Yeah, that the tubes coming across so they could board. That was awesome. When the ship being attacked finally shot back, and then the pirates go across with the mask on, and they're grappled, and they go there. They put the bombs on the gun turret and blow it up. I mean, that was just
Or even just when the tubes went into the ship, like there are people right there by the wall, and they got boom, like.
Oh yeah, there was that guy. Yeah,
I don't know if they were impaled, but at least shot back from it, which is pretty
pushed
wild.
away. Yeah. All right, the pirate captain with his mask.
Yep.
I know who I think it is.
Oh, I know who it is. Yeah.
Oh, you know who it is? It is.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay. It's
I definitely
it's what is his character's name? Jod Nanawood. Nanawood? I don't know. It's Jude Law.
Yeah, it's Jude Law.
It's Jude Law.
100%. You can't hide the voice. Like they tried.
Yeah.
No, 100%. That's him.
I mean,
and this is where I kind of got into start thinking like, oh, okay, well, like I hadn't even seen the rest of it yet. And I'm like, oh, that's Jude Law. Like, oh,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, the story was a little like, okay, sure, but now at least there's a question. Well, I guess we can wait till the second.
Yeah, when we get to that part,
yeah, there's some questions still.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Now, of the first episode, I'm going to say my favorite scene in the very, very first episode. Wim and Neil waiting on the bus in their lightsaber duel.
Yeah, lightsaber dueling. And everyone else thought they were idiots.
like,
what
are you doing? That is probably my favorite scene of the entire first episode is just Neil there.
Well, you probably did it when you were a kid.
Yeah, I probably did. But Neil turns around. You should have come back. Yes. Yeah. I loved it. Again,
what's funny is it reminded me slightly of Spaceballs, because like when they hold the rings down by their crotches, like, I don't know why it reminded me of that, but it did a little bit.
Well, I even think with Wim like having the two figures, like it's how I imagined kids growing up with the original trilogy being just like having their two toys and just being like exactly. So I was like, that is very much like we get who you are and we're definitely targeting you as the audience.
It's Lynn.
Yep.
This way.
Yeah. It's me. I'm your primary target audience right here.
The interesting thing that we haven't seen before, though, that we saw in that episode was the lore of the Jedi in like written form. Like I don't think we've really seen that in any movies anyway.
No.
Or TV shows, but.
And I'm going to guess that somebody has probably gone through and translated all that Arabic to English. Probably someone has. I haven't. I'm not that.
Yeah, there are some channels
crazy.
that do that. I haven't.
Yeah, they probably have. All right. The bus driver. The droid as the bus driver.
Yep. That's the second time we've seen him, right? In TV show.
Yes, he was. Yeah. He's a pilot droid from. They had him in Rebels and stuff. I don't know what this particular droid's name was, but to me, he's a Rex. Mm-hmm. And Rex is the pilot droid, and he's not anymore. Now, as I think R2-D2.
Yeah.
But he was the pilot droid on the original Star Tours ride.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Rex.
That was a great ride. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, it still is. It's still there. It's still rare.
Yeah.
I haven't been on it in a long, long time. Because
I haven't either.
It's been a long time since I've been to Disney World.
That's my 3D printer saying it was done.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what was that?
I'm printing out your stuff still.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Rex droid. But yeah, we've seen him in Rebels. I think he's been in live action too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was trying to remember what, but he for sure was, and he's been in the intro many times too. With
I love it that the kids were putting gum on the back of his head.
Yeah.
You can tell that's a thing that they do.
Well, that was another interesting thing about the whole episode and the whole planet of Atten or whatever it's called. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's droids raising the kids, like for everything.
They're security droids, and
yeah,
there's something going on that planet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I assume we'll talk about that more later.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Yeah, I got written down some too.
Yeah.
Then Wim misses the bus because he overslept, and he takes the shortcut that he saw Fern and KB go down. Definitely some Return of the Jedi vibes on that.
Mm-hmm.
Speeder going through the woods. Yes. Then he wrecks and he finds the chip Jedi temple that he thought. And yeah, then that's the security droid finds him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, there's like, yeah. What's going on with that? I personally, my theory, since no one knows where this planet is or's heard of it, I'm going back to Separatist. I'm going back all the way to Separatist. Yes. Old Republic credits. Yeah. Droids. I think it's Separatist.
And the lady, her what's her name's mom?
Fern's mom.
She just refers to it as the Republic. She doesn't say the New Republic, which is what it would be at this point.
Yes, that's the point there.
Yeah, so I think this may be
should they not know about the whole galactic civil war?
I don't think they know about the Empire or anything. I think they've skipped it all, is my guess.
Oh.
Because they're completely hidden.
Yes.
Yeah. Which has some interesting implications for like the Emperor's plan and stuff. Because supposedly in a lot of the books, like he can see everything, like everywhere, except a couple places. And maybe this is one of them he can't see. So maybe this is where somebody hid something or something. Or maybe just the ship was the hidden part. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, then if they don't know about the Empire in the the Civil War, they probably never really got that. Wim has stories of the Jedi.
Yeah.
So I mean,
which would be
never got that whole
the Old Republic probably stuff.
Well, it could still be Republic stuff because before this, before the Clone Wars, Jedi were still fairly, looked up to and stuff, and so yeah, it could be. Oh man,
yeah. This be how many years after?
Well, this
the Acolyte stuff with the High Republic.
Oh, High Republic.
100 years or
100 years. High Republic, so Acolyte stuff. That was all like 100 years before Episode 1.
Oh, this is like 135 years or something like that. Okay.
Well, okay. Well, Mandalorian is 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So, yeah. But we do get a Episode 1 reference when Wim and Fern are sitting outside the principal's office, and he's like, I saw your bike. It's totally Wizard. Yes, I was so happy to have him say Wizard.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's Wizard. Okay. Next thing I have, and I got this reference right away, and I knew that they were doing something with this when Wim, after he at the principal's office, and he goes to Neil's house. He taps on the window, get Neil's younger siblings' attention. The twins there, Neil's younger siblings, the twins, are watching a hollow circus. That, my friend, is the holiday special.
I was going to say, it looked kind of, I don't know. I was like,
that is from the holiday special. Lumpy watches it. And I mean, I'd heard an interview about or someone talking about it. The guys, John Watts and stuff that made, executive producer of all this, they went back and they could not find, they had to basically recreate the costumes, the music, everything, because they just wanted to put in this little Easter egg in, and it cost them way more to put this Easter egg in than they thought they were going to do. But oh my gosh, I'm like, yes, holiday special
just for you, so people like you would notice
again,
it.
Really catering to the demographic that they're trying to.
Oh man, like I've said before, I'll tell people though, anything Star Wars, watch it. Holiday special, no.
Yeah, I watched it way back when I was a kid, and then I don't think I've ever seen it since.
No.
I think we had like a beta recording of it.
Oh,
so
I watched one of those.
Yeah, and I think
I've only ever watched it on YouTube and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But, oh my goodness, no. Holiday special is now on Disney Plus. You can watch the only good part about the holiday special was the cartoon.
It's kind of
with the very first
you're gonna say.
with the first appearance of Boba Fett ever. Well, no, I take that back. It wasn't the first appearance of Boba Fett ever. First appearance of Boba Fett ever was San Bernardino parade.
Oh, the parade, yeah.
Yeah, he was in that. Yeah. But no, that is but the cartoon is called The Faithful Wookiee, is on Disney Plus. And you can watch it. I just watched it not that long ago again. Because why not? But yes, the holiday special though is the one thing.
The gun that he has in the Mandalorian TV show came from that cartoon.
Oh yeah.
The big long.
Well, Mandalorian. First episode of Mandalorian referenced the holiday special because he wanted to be the guy that he caught wanted to be home by Life Day.
Yeah, that's right.
And Life Day is the holiday special. Yes, but yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, yes, I was super excited for that. Probably more excited than I should have been.
Nostalgia is like drugs for you. Star Wars nostalgia is drugs.
Yes, it is. And then the last note I have for this episode is the barrier. Because when they get in the ship's taking off. Oh no, we're getting to the barrier. I'm like, what's the barrier?
I think it's making the whole planet invisible or something.
Like a cloaking device?
Yeah, or something like that. Because also when they got out too, they were like, what are those things? Like they've never seen stars before.
Yeah, because there was a shot of the sky before they took off and stuff, and it was
just like a swirly,
greeny,
smoky thing.
Smoky, like little dots that were evenly spaced apart. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the barrier. I think you're right. It might be like it's what's hiding the planet. That's why no one knows where this planet is.
Yeah, and I don't think anybody's left it either. I think they're just on it. But you notice the lady also, like all of their jobs that they were talking about were just boring data analytics jobs, basically. I'm like, maybe the Emperor did know about it and he was using this planet as like calculations for how to build the Death Star or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing out wild things here, but like it seemed interesting that everybody was like, oh yeah, I want to be whatever, this analyst and this. I'm like, is that all they have on this planet? Is that the only jobs there are? And the dad, I think he was
boring desk jobs.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, there's got to be something to that. I'm sure they'll reveal something.
Yeah.
Well, they like talk about like can't remember what she said specifically. It's like the Great Plan or like the
greater plan or something like that.
Weird thing like that. But it kind of, this is a reference you might not get, Lynn, but it's kind of giving me specifically like Fallout, the game, vibes in sense of like it's a vault, and like in Fallout they have they're called GOAT, which is like generalized occupational aptitude test, which is you do this, you get sorted into this job, and that is what you do. That there's no questioning.
Well, that's basically what that test that they were taking was going to be, right?
Yeah.
So that was like immediately what I thought. It was like, this reminds me of like a Fallout vault where no one gets in, no one really goes out, kind of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, or the TV show Silo. They had a lot of that too. Or in China, they also do tests like that.
Just China in general.
Yeah, just China.
Okay. But yeah. And then when the ship went into hyperspace and the kids are all screaming. Because yeah, imagine that. Imagine the first time you see stars. That's amazing. And then you go into hyperspace.
They'll all go past you.
It all goes past you, flying past you, and you're in hyperspace. Like, whoa. Yeah. And I love it, though, because the episode ended with them all screaming. And then the next episode started with them all screaming.
Yeah. Oh, but I will say, though, they did understand that probably meant they were really far away. So they do, and in their classroom, they were doing some crazy advanced math stuff. Like, so they're trained on something. They seem to understand space. They just have never seen it, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
a mystery.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just move on to the next episode because it was 2 episodes this week. Episode 2, Way Out Past the Barrier. That's the name of the episode. And like I said, I did like it that this started with them all screaming. Honestly, I kind of wanted to give the shot of them all screaming, all take a breath, and scream some more. But yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. All right. So they are on the ship. The ship, did it go out of hyperspace because he pushed the button, or did it go out of hyperspace because
they fell out of hyperspace? I'm not sure why.
Or is it because
probably malfunctioning or something.
Malfunctioning. But the droid later on said we need to repair the major systems and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I remember they kind of slid out.
Yeah.
Just stopped. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The droid. The first mate droid, SM-33.
I think he's my favorite character. I just love
played by Nick Frost.
Yeah, Nick Frost. Yeah. Smee.
Yeah, it's Smee.
Is and they've said it.
It's hilarious.
This character is based on Smee. You know who Smee is, Trey?
I don't know if I knew who Smee is.
Smee is first mate of Captain Hook in Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's Smee.
Kind of a clever.
Yes. SM-33.
Yes, he seems more capable than Smee though, because he comes in and saves them. So yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, that droid. Yeah, he's pretty awesome droid.
And it's great. Instead of an eye patch, he just has a hole.
It just has a hole. The eye thought he's going. Oh, the little. Keeps calling it out.
Little mouse rat thing. Yeah.
Mouse rat thing. Yeah, that thing is.
I didn't realize until I don't know, well into the episode that he has a peg leg.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that until he comes onto the port to rescue them. Yes, he has a peg leg.
Hilarious.
I love that. Should I throw him out the airlock, Captain?
Yes.
Yes. How Fern tricks him, basically, because he can't find the captain. Well, I killed the captain, so I'm the captain. Oh, okay. And then, can you show us how to fly my ship? And he's the next scene. It's this and 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 this. Pretty simple, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that in real planes too. Have you seen recently? They did a study where it was they asked a group of men and women if they could land a plane if they had to, like if the pilot died or whatever.
Oh,
and almost like a single-digit percentage of women were like, "Oh yeah, totally, I totally could," and it was over 50% of men were like, "Yep, I could totally do it." But then I looked into it further, and they actually showed like there's a video of like how to actually fly a plane. It's like, oh yeah, you just want to do this, and it was just like that. It was like, oh, just do this, pull this switch, make sure your radio's on this signal, do this, put the headphone. I'm like, okay, maybe I couldn't. Like that's crazy.
No, come on, you played Microsoft Flight Simulator. You could do it, right, Eric?
I did, but it's been a long time, so maybe not.
Yes. But yeah, but then so he takes him to the port, and when he's first of all, knowing that it's with pirates and stuff, but he says we can get all the parts we need with no questions asked. It's like, oh, that's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Oh well. First of all, the first thing when they say, "Well, take us back," and he's like, "Where? Where we just came from? I don't know where I was just at." And she tells him, "At Aden, at Aden,
At Atten, yeah.
at Aden."
Yep.
Take me a while to get that one. And he rattles off a couple other planet names. Now, I didn't catch this right away. This was me watching other things and talking about it. Some of those planets that he named.
Yeah,
One of
were
them
they?
was the planet from season 3 of Rebels, where Bendu was.
Oh.
That was that one.
See.
And another one was the planet where the heist in Andor took place.
Huh.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not, I like that they're referencing other things.
Yeah, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are both executive producers on the show, so
Yes.
they still have some input on it for sure.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, but no one knows where their planet is. And like that goes back to your thought of it being the barrier being like a cloaking device or something around it that hides the planet.
Yeah, that'd be my guess.
And I'm going to say cloaking device. I'm going to say the whole planet is cloaked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my other only like when they were talking about it was when they were trying to find when like Obi-Wan was trying to find like the missing planet.
Oh, Camino?
Mm-hmm. That's where I was like, did they just take it off whatever star charts or navigation systems they use? Something.
Yeah, because if it's not in the Jedi archives, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and the barrier could I get that makes a lot of sense because if it's just not in charts and then someone comes across it and it's not really a real barrier, but it more makes it look like a gas planet or something because it had kind of like that gas look, then it's just kind of like, well, no one's gonna check that out. And maybe the barrier is just it doesn't like you can't scan it, you can't see that there's people on it or something like that.
Instead of actually being cloaked and invisible.
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, so they get to the starport.
Which was cool to see. This felt like a ride. It felt like a Disney ride. I'm like, oh yeah, you get into the little ship with the little guy, and he like takes you through, and you can see throughout all the glass, like all the other ships.
That glass wasn't glass. That was like plastic being held together with duct tape.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there were a bunch of ships and stuff. I don't know if those were any of your secret or Easter eggs or anything.
We're getting to this. The creature that ferried them to the starport, the little dude, that is a teak. You know what teak is?
It sounds familiar, but I can't picture it.
I know Trey doesn't. Yeah. 1985. Ewoks. Battle for Endor.
Oh.
The second Ewok movie with Wilford Brandley, the Quick Roads guy. Teak is from that.
It's a deep cut.
That is a very deep cut. And Teak on Endor in 1985 looked a little more well fed, not nearly as malnutritioned as this Teak did. This Teak looked pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what that is. That's a teak.
Well, he's going to get fattened up after getting his tip afterwards.
Dude, yeah, he knew he was excited for that. All right, and then SM-33 come to the rescue.
But one of the sorry, I also watched someone review it, and they actually pointed out that in the background you can see what looks like the original Millennium Falcon design. The painting that he did.
It looks like the blockade runner.
Yeah, it's like the front of the Millennium Falcon where they sit, but then it's very long instead of a circle looking thing.
Yeah.
So you can see it in the background. I'm like, it does look like it. So
and those ships all have the same like striped painting on them and stuff, and it's the pirates from the beginning, which we of course realize later, but it's also the same way the pirate ship in season 3 of Mandalorian attacked Navarro with Captain Seaweed.
Yep. Nice.
So yeah, same pirate gang in general. So yeah,
It's pretty cool.
and the one pirate in this was one of the pirates from season 3 of Mandalorian. One of them
Really?
was yes, the one that
Catch that.
oh, he was one of the pilots in Mandalorian. He was like a sort of like a Barada. You might not know the alien names, the species. He
No.
was okay at the diner, not the diner, but the the food truck wherever women kneel getting the food, and they pay the guy with
Mhm.
the credit. He's like, "Oh, where'd you get this?" Okay, there's the guy, the cook. Then there was the big guy, and then the other pirate that came up behind him, and he's also the one that took Fern's gun. That pirate, he was
Mhm.
in season 3 of Mandalorian.
I'll have to
Yes.
watch it again.
Yeah. But so yeah,
Did you catch as they're first walking in there the little red fuzzy bird looking thing?
that was another one of my Easter eggs I have written down
Yeah.
over here.
Yep.
From Captain EO.
Captain EO. Yeah.
You know what Captain EO is, Trey?
No.
Well, you probably weren't born when it was around.
No, probably not.
As Michael Jackson ride
It was
thing
a
show.
3D movie, not really a ride. I don't think.
Yeah.
I remember going to Captain EO.
Yeah.
I think the first time I went to Disney World, so when I was in like
Same here.
6th grade.
Yeah.
But it was a 3D Captain EO show. Michael Jackson. There was scene, and it was sort of a Lucasfilm. I felt like Lucasfilm, Jim Henson type thing.
Mhm.
But that little pink floaty bird pygmy puff thing that was in Captain EO.
Mhm.
So yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. Also, just that whole. There's a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean ride feel to this port.
Mhm.
There was a guy getting his shoes stolen. That's on the ride.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of that whole Pirates of the Caribbean feel in outer space and Star Wars, which again, I enjoyed this. This
Yeah.
was fun.
And then they all tried to manipulate them and be like, "Okay, give me your credits," or the one lady was like trying to just come with me. Like, well, I'll take you to where you.
I don't know if she was really actually trying to help him or not.
It was hard to tell.
I don't know
I'm
about
guessing
her.
not, but it was hard to tell.
It's like, are you children? Like, oh, I don't know. I mean, if anybody that was going to help him, I think she might have been the best one.
Yeah. Yep.
But then, when Wim pays the guy for the food, he's like, "Is that enough?" He's like, "Oh, where'd you go?" I'm like, "Oh, no, it's going to be at least five, and then you're going to want a tip for good service."
Yep.
So yeah, all that on the then Smee SM-33 comes to the rescue, and yeah, that's when I noticed the peg leg. But man, he's
capable. Yeah.
Now, okay, is he dead, or did he just get ionized? SM-33.
I'm trying to think from the trailer. I'm trying to cheat. I think in the trailers. I think he's in other.
Does he
stuff.
show up more?
I can't imagine they would like get rid of him that fast after.
Yeah,
get that long to kind of introduce him and just give him a whole character personality.
Okay, I hope he's not gone. He's a fun character too.
Yes.
Yeah. And then his little rat worm thing. After he gets shot, he climbs out, and Neil picks him up and takes him with them when they get thrown in the brig. And that whole, well, maybe we get him to get the key. That's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
Where like whistling for the dog with the key. Yeah. So that was fun. One of the pirates, Jameel White, is one of the pirates.
Really?
Yes, he
Didn't know
is.
that.
You know who Jameel White is, Trey?
Isn't that Jar Jar? Or am I
No,
not?
that's Ahmed Best. Jamil White is Steve Urkel.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I can see that now.
It's Urkel. It's the guy. He's got like the cyborg.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, I
talking to
totally missed that.
the
Now
wolf
I gotta watch
guy.
it again.
Oh yes, it's
I
Jamil
can
White.
see that.
Wow.
Yes, so Urkel. Urkel's a pirate.
Nice.
Yes, I thought that was awesome too. But yeah, and then so they're getting ready to get and then Jude Law's character, Jod Wood.
Yeah, I'm totally not gonna call him that. It's just too many syllables.
Yeah, Jod.
Yeah, there you go.
His character at the end, and he gets the key.
Yes. Lots of weird thoughts about that, because like the key itself, even like some people are out there, and I'm kind of thinking it maybe too, is that he doesn't have any force powers, because we've never seen anything move like that. Like when people move stuff with the force, it's usually quick, smooth, like, and they're Jedi, so it could, also just be that he's not a Jedi.
He's not a
happens
Jedi.
to
He's
have
not.
powers.
He's just force
He just
sensitive.
doesn't know how to do it. Like, but yeah, it just moves kind of slowly, kind of shaking like through the air and stuff. It's like it's very different. So that was interesting.
I don't know. Part of me wants to think, but we saw him at the beginning of the. Well, we don't know for sure if it was him. Get thrown in the brig. Part of me wants to think, is he a plant almost?
Yes. That's my thought, because it might be like his way to get back in. He'd be like, oh, I don't trust you. Throw him in the brig. He's like, wait, but I can totally help you with this. I'll totally just get them to take us straight there.
Yeah. So it's like,
it seems a little strange that he would not just use his force powers to escape
earlier.
Yes. He'd just do that. Yeah.
If he's been stuck in there for
exactly. Yeah. So
unless he didn't want them to know that he could do this. So now he escapes now because the kids were in the cell with him. They got the worm to give him the key. That kind of a thing. He can, whereas before, if it was just him, they would know, hey, he was able to do this.
The best storytelling is when you can't tell. You're like, well, it could be that, or it could be that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But yes. And then that was the end. Then it was like him just going, shh, can you keep a secret? So he doesn't say he's a Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't say he's not a Jedi.
Yep.
So, yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting, assuming he is Captain Silvo, that like the captain's not actually dead. Like you claimed that you killed him and now he's like staying, because at some point they're
from the Smeal. I think the captain is dead. His captain, SM-33's captain, Smeal. Because I think he's one of those two skeletons that they found on the ship. I don't think that ship that was crashed on their planet. I don't know though, because it made it into the system, into the port fine. The guns tracked it in, but they didn't shoot it right away.
This is true.
Oh man, there's too many questions.
Yeah, and why? Yeah, why is the ship there? And why, like so everybody that was in there, all the pirates thought, it's just a myth. They said that a million times, like it's just a myth. It doesn't exist. But clearly, Jude Law's character seems to probably think it exists.
He may think it exists, but I don't think he knows. I think Jude Law's character is just using the kids to get out of jail. Yeah, I can help you. No problem. Yeah.
That could be too.
No, I think it's a double cross. And then he's going to, once he figures out that they're from this planet, then he's going to be more inclined into going with them to this planet or whatever.
Yeah, didn't one of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies do that with the pirates? They like cheated their way back into the group. One of the characters did, I think, because he might be doing that. We might see him go unlike the Acolyte, where the characters just kept flip flopping, and you're like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you now with her? Now you're not with her. I never got that, but this one could make sense that he just keeps flip flopping. Like at one point, he'll be, oh yeah, I totally meant to do this and find this place for the pirates so I can get back in. And then at another point, he'll be like, I'm actually on the kid's side. Like, let's go, like take off, and because there's more riches somewhere else that he finds out about.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
From the first Pirate of the Caribbean.
Yep.
He did that a lot. Yeah.
Yep. So I think we'll probably see some flip flopping.
Some flip flopping.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that, especially since we all these other Pirates of the Caribbean references.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yes. So I mean, we've never really seen. I mean, we've seen pirates in Star Wars, but never really pirates like this.
I mean, Hondo Ohnaka is like.
That's what I was going with. I would love to see a live action Hondo, but I think everybody would love to see a live action Hondo.
This is true. Yep.
Yes.
And it's exciting that there are episodes coming from the guys who did Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Bryce Dallas Howard has another episode.
I like Bryce Dallas Howard. I like.
She's had a bunch of Mando episodes.
She's done a bunch of Mando episodes,
and
stuff, yes.
Also the director who did Twisters has an episode too. So
yes,
lots of big names.
Yes, I like. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I mean, more excited than for some of them have been lately.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not even talking about Acolyte, but I mean, all of them in general. Yeah. And it was fun. It was fun.
That's what Star Wars is supposed to be.
Yes.
When it's not fun.
It's
like
supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And this was definitely fun.
Yep.
How many episodes are they planning for the season?
It's 8 episodes, I believe. I think that's what they normally do is 8. Here, let me Google that for you.
And sometimes they stack them so that the longer episodes are the last couple episodes.
I think it is supposed to be 1 episode a week now. Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. They usually do about 6 hours total out of the 8 episodes.
Or no, let's not do release 8. Let's do Skeleton Crew schedule. Of course, I'm not it says every Tuesday. Final episode, season finale will air January 14th. So we've got 7 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Today is there.
Maybe 6, since we already saw 2 episodes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
They might skip one. So, do they skip one in there, or because of Christmas?
It just tells me. I just
New
see
Year's?
it. It just tells me January 14th will be the last one.
Mm.
I don't have an actual schedule.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yes. So we got 6 weeks of Star Wars. I'm excited.
This is Lynn's happy time.
This is my happy time. Yes. This is my very happy time because I'm getting Star Wars.
Not because of the holidays or anything, but because of Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yes. Anytime there's new Star Wars, I'm excited though. So, anything else exciting we need to talk about for this? Anybody? Any final thoughts on Skeleton Crew that you want to bring up? Something
that was it
standing
for me.
out to you?
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll be back again next week with the next episode of Skeleton Crew, which I'm excited again. So yeah, until then, subscribe.
Yes, and if we missed anything in this episode, let us know. If you made it all the way to the end of the video.
Yes, yeah. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, just say, "Hey, I made it to the end of the video."
Hey, there you go. Put that in the
Yeah.
comments.
Yeah, put that in a comment. Well, then I guess this is a short episode today.
Mhm.
Until next week when we talk more Skeleton Crew and maybe other things. I don't
See
know.
what comes up.
Till then, I'm Lynn.
I'm Eric.
And I'm Trey.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye.